Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to How to Train Your Gavin. We were renewed. Yes, this is Prosecco, and yes, this is the second episode of I Have to Like My Friends' Favourite Books or I Unsubscribe from Their Channel series. If you haven't seen episode 1, don't worry, there isn't a running storyline other than the fact that there is a leaderboard. So you don't really have to watch episode 1, however, if you so would like to, I would love that. Episode 1, I think, was very good, okay? If I had to rate it on IMDb, I would give it a solid 8. Okay. Episode 1 featured Liv from Olivia Reads a Latte, Aaron from Booked and Busy, Joel from Fictional Fates, and Mel from Mel Reads. And that was a really fun time reading the books that they each loved and seeing how our tastes aligned. Fortunately, I didn't have to unsubscribe to anyone in episode 1, however, it's a new life, it's a new day. However, this is a whole new episode, and I've got the itch. I've got the itch to unsubscribe to someone today. Actually, well, not today, because I can't read the books that fast. Now, why these 4 victims? Why these 4 amazing people? Well, I picked 4 random names from a bag, which I filled with a lot of my BookTube besties, and pulled them out, and voila, that's pretty much it. Nothing really inventive about it, just drawing a name from a bag, essentially. And the 4 names that I drew from this bag were Jade from Jadey Ray Reads, Ali from Hardback Order, Jessie from Poor Ties and Books, and McKay from McKay's Book Vlogs. 4 incredible people, 4 people I love and respect and admire, people I watch and love their videos and their content, so I will link all of them down below. Go check them out right now. Hang on, wait until you finish the episode and then go and check them out. And also, pour yourself a bottle of Prosecco. A bottle? Wait, hang on, that's not right. Pour yourself a glass of Prosecco. Was I drinking in the last episode? I don't think I was drinking, no. Look, I don't have a problem. I just know how to live. So those are the 4 incredible people that I have picked for this episode. The books I'm reading for them. I own 2 of them now. I only owned 1 of them when I pulled the names out, but now I own 2. So the books that I'm reading for each person. For Jade, I am reading The Ruin of Kings by Jenn Lyons. And I will tell you what each of these books are about when I go into the segments, because all of this will be time-stamped in the description box. For Ali, I am reading the book that I own, and that is If We Were Villains by ML Rio. Looking forward to that. For Jessie from Poor Ties and Books, I'm reading Freshwater by Akwaeke Emezi, and I genuinely cannot wait for this one as well. I want to say that about all of the books on this one. I chose books that they loved that I am genuinely excited for. And then for McKay, from McKay's Book Vlogs, I am reading Survivor by JF Gonzalez. Terrified. Honestly terrified. So yeah, those are the books. I will be getting my hands on The Ruin of Kings ASAP, as well as Survivor. So what am I going to read first is the question. I think I might go for If We Were Villains by ML Rio. So Ali, you're up first. This one has been on my TBR for a while, so it's probably best I knock this one out. So I don't think I want to start this tonight because I still have packing to do. It's 20 past 11 at night. I have a train to London in the morning. Haven't packed a single thing. And I'm going to London for 3 days. So there's that. I'm really excited though. I'm going to a book launch tomorrow night, and then on Thursday I have a ball. Never been to a ball before, however, the outfit that I was originally going to wear for the ball never arrived, so I had to go into town today to buy a backup tux that honestly just makes me look like I'm going to a wedding. But I'm going to try and switch things up a bit with it. So yeah, I'm just gutted that my original outfit never came. It's fine, I'm gonna have to get over it. But yes, do stick around for my thoughts on these books. And don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be amazing. I need to go and get packed now, and I mean, I don't know if you fancy actually going to London, but you've got no choice. You're coming with me. I was supposed to do this intro yesterday when I got here, but I was too busy getting railed by a daddy. I am currently staying in a really, really bad hotel. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear that, but the person upstairs is really loud. I did end up, well, accidentally booking one of the worst reviewed hotels in London. Honestly, on TripAdvisor, it is number 1,108 of 1,205 hotels in London. And it does really have some really shocking reviews. I could barely sleep last night. The bed isn't really that comfortable and there's like lots of noise around. I will give you a tour of the room in just a second. It'll literally take me 30 seconds. Oh, it's just dropped a rating there. It went from 1108 to 1109, so it's going down. So let's read the reviews. Let's find out why this is one of the worst reviewed hotels in London. I actually got really scared because the day before I came to London, I looked at the reviews again and saw like the most recent ones say how they came and they weren't allowed their room. They said they were fully booked, so they had to like look elsewhere and it's non-refundable. And I was really worried that that would happen to me. Yeah, they left the poor person stranded. They didn't even help them. Another review says not all lights work in the room. The bathroom light doesn't really work. There is a light on the wall that is permanently on. It doesn't go off, but the actual main light in the bathroom doesn't work. Curtains didn't even fit the window properly. Yeah, the curtains are rather diabolical. There's a very tiny wardrobe as well, which I will show you too. Sheets covered in other people's hair is another one. Sockets hanging off the wall. I think all of my sockets are okay. Stains all over the bedding, hair in the bed, weird stains on wall and bed, biscuit crumbs all over the carpet, stinking, poo in the toilet, broken furniture, a stale smell, did not seem clean at all, rusty bin. This person got a bin. I don't have a bin. No toiletries. I have a little bit of toilet paper left. I think I'm going to end up having to just buy my own from a store later on today because I doubt they'll give me any. Found our room door open on a return. That scares me. That scares me. I have valuables and there is no safe. Nothing like that in here. And it's not like I can take my laptop with me to these events that I'm going to. Do not stay here. Hotel needs to be shut down. Disgusting. Dirt all over the walls along with skirting boards. The bed had stains and hairs on. So we're seeing a recurring theme here. It's just like a pretty dirty hotel. I don't have that much to do today, so I will probably spend most of my day soaking up this incredible atmosphere, this beautiful environment, and really enjoy myself. What is great about this place though is the location. The location is fantastic. There is like a Starbucks around the corner, a McDonald's, cheers. So let me show you the room. Well, the door's right here, and you come in and essentially this is it. Maybe thinking that doesn't look really that bad. Like literally this is pretty much it. That's the wardrobe. It had 3 coat hangers, so I can't really put anything in, so I've got my suitcase down there and all of the things still pretty much in it. This is really the only piece of furniture that's not the wardrobe in here. No bedside tables or anything. The bed, again, very uncomfortable. Oh, you need to stay outside. These are my views. These are my views. And a lot of pigeons come by here. A lot of pigeons. It's rather mank-like. A random tag just lying there. Like the window's so dirty and it's very, very cold too. Like it's not a good window keeping the heat in whatsoever. So yeah, this is kind of a dirty, whatever you call one of these. And then the bathroom. So this is the bathroom. That is essentially broken. Like that's it. That's all that I got to hang the towel with. Me in my amazing Amy Poehler outfit. The toilet. The shower. The shower wasn't too bad actually. I went in the shower last night and it was pretty good. But yeah, that's all the toilet roll I have left. But like, look at. It's like just like dirty and again, that light doesn't go off ever, so it's even on during the night. You know, don't like that. I actually wasted 2 days of filming because I started a vlog to do like reading the lowest rated book on my TBR in the lowest rated hotel in London. So I pretty much did that yesterday and I got halfway through the bloody book, which was 50 Shades of Grey, by the way, DNF'd it and then realised like this vlog is terrible. So I have scrapped that and yeah, essentially wasted a day where I could have been reading If We Were Villains by ML Rio. So I did manage to read quite a bit on the train, and before I dive into that, let me explain why I'm wearing this. I'm on my way to a ball. It is happening in like literally 45 minutes and I've only really just gotten ready. I've been trying to upload a video, my unhaul video. I've been using my mobile hotspot for the past 4 hours trying to upload this bloody video. It's finally now just processing so I can disconnect it, get it onto the hotel Wi-Fi, and then I can take my phone with me. Oh, I already feel out of breath and I already feel quite stressed. And I was stressed anyway about this ball because my original outfit didn't arrive in time and it actually arrived 2 days ago, an hour after I set off for London. But If We Were Villains, yeah, I've read Act 1, so I'm now on page 107, and I'm actually really liking this so far. I enjoy the fact that we are following some, like, uni students. This one, I don't think have I told you what this is about? I don't think I have. So anyway, this one is about Oliver, and he has been incarcerated for 10 years for a murder that he may or may not have done. So now we've gone like back to 1997 and we follow him and the friends he made at this uni. He's like a 4th year drama student and there's a lot of Shakespeare in this. There's a lot of uni life in this and I've been really liking it. I do find the characters very, very annoying. They keep quoting Shakespeare, which, you know, if I was actually there, I would probably do too, because, you know, they are drama students and what have you, and I would most likely punch every single one of them in the face at some point. However, it really does suit the tone of this book so far. No spoilers, but they do this like Midnight Macbeth performance, which was actually really, really cool, and I like Macbeth. It's probably my favourite Shakespeare. So I enjoyed that. A murder hasn't happened yet, so I'm very intrigued about what's going to come. I think the writing style's really good. It's very atmospheric. I am liking it so far, so that's good. I need to calm down. First of all, I need to calm down. I am nervous as fuck. And I need to either book an Uber or get the Underground. And I think I'm going to book an Uber because I can't imagine getting on the Underground with this on. And it's a little bit tricky to get on as well because I have to tie it at the back and I'm not the best at tying things when I can't see what I'm tying. I can tie my shoelaces, I just can't tie things, you know, behind my head. So I managed to get it on, it's staying on now, and yeah. This would have suited my original outfit, okay? It would have suited my original outfit. I'm not going back. This is staying. I got this from Etsy, okay? This is staying on. I'm going with it on. So now, bibbidi bobbidi boo, I'm off to the ball. Yay! My first ever ball. Oh my god. I genuinely do feel like Cinderella. Just come home from London and the first thing I see when I walk through the door, well, through the door and up the stairs, is something that my mum, probably my sister as well, have done because it's my 30th tomorrow. I mean, this was the first thing and I was like, oh, that's so nice. And then I go inside the living room and they put another one up there on the window, and balloons, and my prezzies. Bless them. Thank you so much. I definitely think it was them who did this. I definitely think so. But then also thank you guys as well, because all of this was here too. So all of my parcels and everything still get sent to my mum's house because she's in more than I am, so I'm more likely to miss them. So she brought all of these down as well and left them on the sofa as if it was like Christmas. I love it. Thank you so much, everyone. Anyone who sent me anything. Honestly, thank you so, so much. I will tell you all about my trip back from London, as well as If We Were Villains. I've read more of it. I only have one part left, so I'm near the end. And yeah, I will let you know everything then. I'm starving. It is my 30th tomorrow, so I might order a takeaway. Even though I've been eating really badly the past few days in London. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. My diet starts when I turn 30, okay? When I got to the end of this book, I was like, you little bitch. Oh, how could it end like that? Genuinely, if you've read this book, you will know exactly what I mean. But like, how could you end it like that? Yeah, I finished this earlier today. I did really enjoy it. I did really enjoy this. I do think this went a little bit overly long. I think I really enjoyed the first 3 acts. And then by Act 4, it was starting to get a little bit less interesting for me. And then Act 5 was fine. Like, I feel like Act 5 was fine. I feel like the way things wrapped up was fine, but not exactly wholly satisfying. And especially since this is quite like mystery based and we kind of don't really know the full picture of everything that's happened, when we finally do get to know everything, it does feel a little bit, okay, it happened. But honestly, I would say like the first 3 acts, I was like, oh gosh, this is like such a strong 4-star. Wait, that's what I'm giving it. It was genuinely so like, interesting, and I just really did vibe with the writing style. And I mean, character-wise, I didn't love the characters. Like, I find Oliver okay. He's very okay. He doesn't really have too much character himself. I mean, I wouldn't say it was hard to differentiate the characters. I thought they were like fine as standalone characters. And yeah, they had good banter and stuff, but like overall, I just didn't feel like they had too much of a strong essence about themselves. I think probably because they all lean very heavily into Shakespeare, and a lot of this is, you know, Shakespeare play kind of copied and pasted it almost. But you know what, that's fine. It did make it feel a little bit more realistic, especially since they are 4th year students. I honestly think my review of this is all over the place because it took me like 5 days to read this, and I did so much in between that I'm just a little bit like, what have I even said about this book already? I don't even know if I've explained the plot well or anything like that. Yeah, I really did like the writing. I love the atmosphere of it. I thought that was really good. Very good to sit and fall into. So in terms of rating for the leaderboard, where's it gonna fit? Because I do have the previous 4 booktubers on the leaderboard. They're on the leaderboard still. So where does If We Were Villains by Hemel Rio, the book that represents Ali from Hardback Order, where does that fit in? The core pile rating is 7.57. 7.57. This is coming 4th out of 5th so far on the leaderboard. We do have 3 more books to read in this video, so this leaderboard will drastically change, I am sure. Yeah, 7.57 in core pile out of 10. I feel like that's a really good rating. It does mean that Ali lives to see another day, essentially, on my subscription feed. But I can genuinely see why Ali really loves this book, as well as, you know, a lot of other people who I know love this book too. I can see why they do. So, yes, very, very good. 4 stars. That's 1 book down. I am still unsure of what I want to be reading next. I do want to be chill about this vlog though, and this could take me all month to do, so I might dip into a different book before I go into my next one for this video anyway. And I did turn 30 today. It is nearly midnight, so the day is almost over. I essentially worked today, and then I went to my mum's, and along with, you know, like my niece and nephews and my brother and my brother's girlfriend, we had some food, we had some birthday cake, and it was just really nice and really chill, and that's what I love. I'm not the biggest fan of my birthday, and I never really have been, and I can think of maybe a couple of reasons. Okay, let's look at it. So today's been quite emotional. Today has been emotional. I'm not that bothered about turning 30, honestly. What bothers me, or what upsets me most, is just time. When I celebrate a birthday, I know that another year has gone. I mean, I'm both scared and excited for the future and all of that. And my mind does go to morbid places. Not gonna lie, it does. And that's hard not to think about when I turn a year older. So every single year, I'm like, oh God, I'm getting further and further away from so many amazing memories that I made when I was younger and all of that. And I mean, yes, I have so many amazing memories left to make, you know, in the future. You know, I'm excited, of course, but still, again, there's just this huge part of me that's like, but you don't know what's gonna happen next. I'm just scared. I'm scared, okay? So yeah, that's something. It's been a day. Also, when I went to my mum's, she had a surprise for me. Well, she said, Gavin, I've sent you a photo, and this is kind of like for your birthday, but obviously it's like a huge thing. So I opened the message that she sent me and it was a kitten. She is getting me a kitten, and I haven't named him yet, but he is a he, is going to be kind of like officially given to me on May 27th, you know, after he's had, like, well, he's been wormed and got checked at the vets and stuff. And so that's when I think I will meet him for the first time. So, I mean, I don't think I was going to get a cat or a kitten or anything like that for a long, long time. And it was just a surprise when she told me. I was holding back tears. I was like, but he is adorable. She said that he was the last one chosen out of a litter of cats, that he would just be perfect for me. And it is probably what I need. I mean, for context, well, I've had a few cats. There was one cat called Oscar who I kind of like grew up with, and unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. And ever since then I was like, I'm never having a cat again. I'm like, that's like the last time. I just didn't think that I could. I didn't think I could for a long time. I was like, I'm still grieving, don't think I can look after another animal, cat, whatever it is. But she sent me these photos of him and he's so adorable. He's so cute and small and tiny, and I just know I'm gonna love him. I know I will. I mean, I'm scared again, just because I always think of the worst, or like my mind goes a bit too far ahead into the future, and it's like, oh well, one day you're gonna have to say goodbye, so what's the point, you know? My mum surprised me. She said, well, you've really got no choice in the matter, I guess. She was gonna get me one last year, and I told her that I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. But now I think I am. So that'll be really good. I do think that I need a companion. I do. I think having this little kitten will probably really help. You know, when I'm feeling like lonely and all of that, and sad and down and stuff. And yeah, I think this will be a really good thing. So I'm excited. I am excited to meet him. Terrified, but excited. Many tears have been shed today. I cried in the last episode as well. God damn. I need to stop doing the series because it seems to just cry in every episode. And now it's after midnight, so fucking glad my birthday's over. Yes! I'm 30. I'm in my 30s now. Goodbye 20s. Hello to the 30s. I do think the next book I'll read is Akwaeke, Emezi, Freshwater. I do think that'll be the next one. It's short. It's what I need right now, I think. It looks right up my street, so I think that's the next one I'm going to try. So yeah, it's Freshwater. Bring it. Let's see where Jessie ends up on the leaderboard. Don't think you'd believe me if I told you it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks since I last updated you. Wait, hang on. Is it? Over a week since I last filmed an update for this vlog. My life has been consumed. It's been consumed by a television show. Has anybody here, raise your hands, seen The Penthouse War in Life? It is a South Korean drama that is now on Netflix, and it's had me by the throat for the past like week. Like, I can't get enough of it, and I'm only 10 episodes in. There's 3 seasons, and the episodes are over an hour long. Every single episode is over an hour long, and it's all I want to do is watch it. I did watch all of Us Are Dead quite recently as well. So I've just been consumed with watching television shows, and I need to stop because I'm falling behind on everything. So I've come here to tell you that we need to get this vlog back on track. And I want to do it with one of the books in this TBR that I'm super, super excited about. So I'm going to try and put Netflix down, put Netflix away, so that I can read Freshwater by Akwaeke Emezi. I am definitely going to see if I can maybe start and finish this tonight. It is only around about 220 pages. It's probably the shortest book that's in this vlog. And it has such a strange concept as well, but like such an intriguing concept too. So we follow Ada, who was kind of prayed into existence by her parents. Yeah, something about how Ada, growing up, would develop separate selves. And then when they go to college, this traumatic event crystallizes these separate selves. And I think just things go on from there. She fades into the background of her own mind while her separate selves kind of take control. I just need something today that I could just like cozy up on the sofa and just like fall into. So that's what I'll be doing. If I can at least get halfway through today, I might watch another episode of The Penthouse. But we're going to focus on Freshwater first, okay? We need to focus on Freshwater. I'm still feeling a little bit rough. If you watched my Throne of Glass vlog, I got a little bit sick halfway through that, and my voice is slowly, you know, getting back to normal. So I'm looking for this book to be my cure. God, I'm starting to get a little bit hot, so I'm going to probably change into something or slip into something a little more comfortable and get started on Freshwater. I have been forcing myself to get in front of a camera this past week. Yeah, have you ever felt, like, I'm talking to anybody who makes videos, like, you just don't really want to get in front of the camera? Like, I just haven't felt that way all week. I just don't want to film. I've had time to film. I mean, I've been watching a lot of The Penthouse War and Life. I've been doing things, and I've been reading. As predicted, I finished Freshwater in one sitting. So I finished this like a week ago, and I haven't wanted to be in front of a camera. You just go through that sometimes, right? So I want to talk about Freshwater because I really, really enjoyed it. But first, let's take a selfie. No joke. But first, let me catch you up to speed on what I've been doing. I was just in London. I only came back up today. I went down yesterday morning to go and see Legally Blonde the musical, and it was incredible. I loved it. I've got a Legally Blonde reading vlog, which again, I had to force myself to be in front of the camera to do that vlog. Yeah, I'm currently having some peach schnapps and lemonade, by the way. So that was incredible. Loved it. I've been doing a lot of shuffling around with work and stuff. There's been things going on this past week that I'm kind of just being a little bit scatterbrained about. I feel like that's probably one of my big problems as well recently, is that I just feel like I'm a bit all over the place. So because I try to organize everything. I've got a whole document of like trying to write down like times and dates and stuff when I should be doing things, and I haven't been following it at all. But I wanted to feel organised, and even doing that just hasn't helped. So yeah, I guess scatterbrained has kind of not helped me this past week or so. And yeah, I read this a week ago now. I do wish I had have talked about this as soon as I finished it, quite honestly. But I couldn't bring myself to be in front of a camera. Anyway, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was awesome. I'm going to give it 4 stars. I'm going to wait until after I've reviewed this before I tell you what I got in the leaderboard. I believe I've already told you what this is about. But let me tell you, even knowing what it was about going into it, this is such a high concept that I really did have to focus on everything that happened. I probably still can't really wrap my head around everything right now, or even in retrospect after finishing it. It was beautiful at times, it was harrowing at times, it was mind-blowing at times, the ending was fantastic. It was hard, like honestly, parts of this was really hard to get through. There is a dual perspective in this too, which, I mean, I feel like I've developed as a reader since joining BookTube so that I could kind of grasp what was going on. So yeah, the dual perspective, we have some unreliable narrators as well to really keep you on your toes. And there's so much introspection and so much in terms of idea that it's so hard to talk about or even like explain what I'm thinking. It's so hard to explain what I'm thinking. And when you think a certain way, or you're thinking that something is happening, you've had the wool pulled over your eyes essentially. And it turns out that Akwaeke, Emezi, has different ideas. Gorgeously written too, but yeah, maybe some trigger warnings as well. It isn't the easiest to read at times, but you can definitely bet on the fact that the language is gorgeous and very evocative. Like, you're going to feel things. I also love the allegory of this. There is kind of a rooting in mythology in this. And I also listened to the audiobook along with this too, which I would highly recommend. It was also narrated by the author, Akwaeke Emezi, and it was just an all-around beautiful experience. I absolutely freaking loved it. In terms of the leaderboard, this is now 3rd on the leaderboard with 7.79. So Jessie from Bow Ties and Books is currently in 3rd place out of 6 so far. So, I mean, as long as it gets over a 5, I've loved it, essentially, and nobody's getting unsubscribed to. So far, all 6 people I've read for are above that 5. Let's see who's next. Oh my god, right, so I'm reading The Ruin of Kings on Kindle because it was on Kindle Unlimited, and it's one of the prompts for Becca's Bookoplathon. Also drinking wine. I'm mixing tonight. I'm on Sprints with Mel. I mean, I'll tell you what this book is about in probably the next update, maybe the one after that. Maybe I might just not tell you. But there's a character, or at least there's an item called, well, it's spelled G-A-E-S-H, and I'm pronouncing it gash. So the amount of times that a character has been like, well, one of them said, Dethick held my gash. You have nothing we want. You've been paid. Hand over the gash. Don't give him the gash. I don't know why, but that's what I've associated that word with now. It's probably pronounced gaish, but then it just makes me think it's someone posh. Like, look at my gaish. Anyway, I'm liking it so far. I'm slow at reading this, actually. I'm only 4% in, and this is the 2nd sprint. I need to step my game up, honestly. It's far too early to be awake. I'm off to York today and I'm so excited. I am so fucking excited. I am meeting up with my besties. We have been besties since uni. We met at uni. One of my friends moved to Australia like 5 years ago, and I've only seen her like once since then, and that was December 2019. I think it was around about New Year's, just before lockdowns and stuff happened in March, and haven't seen her since, so that'll be so nice. And I saw the other three, so Ellen's the one who went to Australia, and then Lottie, Grace and Emily, I saw them last July, and then I saw Grace in October in York. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's just the bottom line, it's been a while. So Ellen has come back from Australia for a little while, and she's going back. And we're going to be meeting Ellen and Grace and Lottie and Emily in York for a few hours, and it's going to be incredible. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. I'm going to book the Uber once I finish this update. I've got plenty of time before my train. I need a coffee. Stat. What was I updating about? Oh, right. So, I mean, I was trying to sleep yesterday. I haven't even told you what Ruin the Kings is about, but I was trying to sleep last night. It took me a while because Bookoplathon happened all weekend, and I did sprints with Mel, and then I did my midnight sprints until 4 a.m, and then I did sprints with Steph yesterday, and I was so tired, but I did them, and so we did those for 4 hours, and then I couldn't sleep. I tried to sleep after, I couldn't sleep, so Bookoplathon wiped me out all weekend. I can't remember what I updated you on last time. I think I was just starting the Ruin of Kings during Mel sprints. I am 121 pages in, so I'm 17% on the Kindle version. I haven't told you what it's about because I don't actually know what it's about. I think this is me 120 pages in being like, I think it's this. Ruin of Kings is essentially just about a boy called Kieran, and he is claimed as the missing son of a treacherous prince. And at the start, what I've read, he was sold to the Black Brotherhood, and like in this like bidding war, and yeah, he went for like the highest price or something. Like no one has ever sold as much as he has. So that was interesting. Like, I'm not, like, it was the same with Malice. To begin with, it took me a little while to get in, and then I ended up enjoying Malice by John Gwynne. So I feel like I'm going to be the same with this one. So far, it's been fine. It has been fine. Nothing groundbreaking. It's been okay. Like, I'm reading it. Liking as I'm reading it. Yesterday, I was just too tired to really get into it, though. And I think just the manic, chaotic energy of Bookoplathon made it harder to just sit down and read it. Like, I know I did, 3 live shows of sprints. At the end of the day, those slumber party sprints, I think I read like 2%. The Mel sprints, I think, were a lot more productive. And then the Steph sprints, I was essentially reading like this in front of the camera, and you guys couldn't see that I had my eyes closed the entire time. So I probably read like 2% yesterday as well. So I need to get on it. It is, now Monday. So I'm going to try and read some on the train, see how much I get read on the train. It's only less than an hour to York from where I am. So as long as I get a couple of percent in, you know, anything's good. But yeah, I'm just excited. I'm just buzzing to see my besties, quite honestly. I've needed this. I've needed this for my soul. I'm so excited.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. Bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. We get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air get thinner. Standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when
I'm so glad I changed over to the audiobook. Quite honestly, I still have so much to read. I'm only on chapter 32. I don't know what that is page count wise, but I have 7 hours and 42 minutes left of the audiobook on 2x speed. So I feel like I've made a really good chunk of progress in the past day. And it's not like I'm not enjoying it. It's fine. It's good. I don't know, mate. I can't explain it. But it's perfectly serviceable. A lot further in, plot-wise, things are happening. It's gotten a little bit confusing. We've been introduced to this kind of idea of soul swapping or body swapping or whatever, and it's like I'm trying to wrap my head around it a little bit. Objection, unintelligible. What I like about the audiobook though is that it has the footnotes kind of interjecting into the narrative, and the narrator voice changes so that you know it's like the footnote. So that's pretty cool. I really like Teraith. I really like him. There was some queer stuff, or at least like queerness was being mentioned, and I was just pottering on around the house, just doing things, you know, preparing the house for Ash, and as soon as I heard the implication of something being queer, my interest perked up. And that was just recent as well. That was in the most recent of chapters. And yeah, Teraith has been like a lot more prominent now as well in the story, and I'm really liking him. I think I might, in the last sort of more than half of the book, I'll probably be a lot more interested. Other than that, you know, Kieran is fine. Talon, the other kind of narrator, fine. Some of the history of, well, the characters, and one, how Kieran is found, or like how Kieran came into the world and stuff, like no spoilers. It was interesting. The family kind of politics, I guess, is interesting. No idea where the story's gonna go. It's perfectly serviceable. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine. I am liking it, so that's good. That is the whole point of this video, is reading my friends' favourite books and liking their favourite books. There were some like obvious parts of the narrative. There is a moment, I'll not go into specifics, but there is a moment when they want to hear a story. The main characters want to hear a story, and they already know the story. And sometimes they react like they're hearing it for the first time. And sometimes when an author does that, I'm a little bit wary, because it's obvious that they're trying to tell this specific story to the reader, all the while using the characters as a device of getting that story out, if you know what I mean. Like, it's such a nitpicky thing, but as soon as it started happening, it's like, oh, tell us the story of this, and then they were like, oh, but you've heard the story, and it's just like, yeah, but tell it anyway. Just a little bit like, I mean, it was a good story, it was an important story, but like, I feel like it was just such an obvious way of telling us that story. Anyway, I'm trying not to nitpick, but I do need to find things to say about this book, because I struggle to talk about fantasies like this. Quite honestly, I do, because it was the same with Malice. Well, I did end up really enjoying Malice, actually, and gave it 4 stars. I find them so hard to review because they are so dense. And in terms of this one, it's quite complex with a lot of the intricacies of this world. So I'm just chugging along looking for things to say. I will continue listening to the audiobook, and I will also continue preparing the house for Ash. I'm so excited. He's coming today. I didn't tell you guys, he's coming today. I was supposed to get him on Friday, and yeah, I'm gonna get him today. In how long? I think in an hour and a half. In an hour and a half, my sister's gonna pick him up from the person who has him, and then she is going to bring him to me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet him. I still haven't met him. I haven't met him. I've seen photos, I've been sent photos, but I still haven't met him in person. My sister's met him, my mum's met him, but I haven't. So I do have today off and I have tomorrow off. So at least I'll be able to spend these days with Ash and get him acquainted with the house and stuff before I have work on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So honestly, leaving him is going to tear me apart. And I haven't even met him yet. And did I tell you how York went? I can't remember, but York went amazing. I absolutely loved meeting up with my friends again after so long. It was like no time had passed. I got a little bit drunk, well, tipsy, drunk, and we did mini golf, we went on a boat, and it was just so much fun. I absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait to see them again, honestly. I miss them already, I do. Okay, let's listen to some more Ruin of Kings. So a little update. I'm possibly getting 2 cats instead of 1. Ash doesn't want to be split up from his brother. Yeah, I don't want to split them up. I literally do not want to. So it looks like I'm getting 2. It looks like I'm getting 2 kittens. And yeah, brothers. So I'm going to call the other one Tobu. Ash and Tobu. You know, after the Frostheart series, my favourite middle grade series of all time. This was so unexpected. 2 cats, really? And I still haven't met either of them yet. I'm getting a bit nervous, not gonna lie. God, I'm gonna... okay, I'm excited, but I am nervous. We'll see how we get on. But apparently they're inseparable. Apparently they're so chill and they like really love one another. So I would feel awful if I split them up, quite honestly. I'm gonna record me meeting them for the first time. Oh my God, she's here. She's here. She's got them. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so nervous though. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can hear them. You ready? I'm ready. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, and so is he. Hello. Oh.
There you go.
Thank you. Hello. Oh, hello. I've got you now. I've got you now. Hello. Oh my God, the tiny. Oh, they're so small.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Right. Yeah, they do, because they're cuddling each other. That's what Lisa said. She sees them both sleep together. One sleeps on top of the other.
Oh my God, they're literally just falling asleep on us. They're just falling asleep on us. These are just so content. I love yous already. I'm gonna sit down. Hello. Literally, I've let them have some free roam, but Ash just wants to lie on my shoulder. And Tobu is just lying on me. They just won't move. Oh, the love us already. And I love you guys so much. I do. Oh. Little Ash. Hello, Ash. Welcome to the world, Ash. And Tobu. Oh, he is tired. He is tired. Oh, no, you're going to go exploring. Okie dokie. You be careful, though. You be careful. Toby was just like, nah, I'm out. I'm out, mate. Oh. Oh. Look at you both. Oh, you're so gorgeous. You two playing nicely. These are finally awake, eh? Oh. Oh, you are just so adorable. Now you are playful. I've just gone live with Jade and Pris on Patreon Reading Sprints, and now you wake up. You guys just love the attention, don't you? Are you king of the castle? Are you king of the castle, Ash?
From then on, I've been working professionally in photography.
I've ordered sushi, and that is in honour of Pris because we're doing some reading sprints right now. I should mute that. They've calmed down now. They woke up after lying down together for ages. There's Tobu over there. They've just been playing for a bit. They've had something to eat, and now I want something to eat, so I've ordered sushi. I've only got a couple more chapters into the Ribbon of Kings, and again, it's been fine so far. It's good. It is good. No other opinions at the minute, but yeah, I am watching the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. I've just been so interested in it, just for everything that's been going on, and yeah, I've just been really interested in it, so I've been watching that. I'm just gonna continue training my little babies. I really want them to try and use the litter tray, but Tobu kept trying to eat the cat litter. They can fit into my hand. Can't you? Oh, wait, I thought I muted that. Anyway, I'm gonna go and hopefully the sushi comes soon. It's been pending for a long time. It's been confirmed and he's at the restaurant, but it's taking a long time. So let's see how it goes. Hey look, I've got Olivia on the screen, watching Olivia's latest vlog, and looking after Ash and Tobu. Tobu's somewhere. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I barely slept last night. I was just so worried about them. But they were absolutely fine, of course. Tobu is clawing my feet. Tobu. Tobu. Hello. Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna close my window. And now I think I'm watching some old Jade Sprints. Ash is asleep right there. I'm gonna get off my arm so I can finish this Patreon update. No? I don't know if I actually told you guys, but the black cat is Tobu. And the tuxedo cat is Ash. Can't remember if I actually told you guys. I want to see my heart this entire time. I think he's just watching Jade now. You're watching your Auntie Jade. You're watching your Auntie Jade. Oh, we're watching Aaron now. Yes. Right, just while my kids are asleep in the other room, I thought I would come in here and let you know that I have finished The Rune of Kings. I did like it. It was good. I didn't love it, but, you know, I didn't expect to anyway. It is a really big fantasy, and it isn't really too much further behind Malice when I look at the co-pile rating. Yeah, I like the ending. It does make me intrigued for the next book. I am interested to see how this world develops, characters, and all of that stuff. I'm not talking about spoilers, so I can't really go into too much detail. But no, it was good. It was very good. So in co-pile, The Rune of Kings gets a 7.14. So it is currently 6th out of 7th on the leaderboard. And it's still well above a 5. So Jade is safe. Jade is safe from being unsubscribed to. I do feel bad for this book as well because I had so many distractions this week, especially with getting, you know, the cats and everything else going on as well. So I do feel a bit bad. I feel like I couldn't have liked it any more than I did. So I did end up enjoying the audiobook more than just reading it on the Kindle. So I'm so glad I did end up listening to the audiobook. So next, the last book in this vlog is Survivor by J.F. Gonzalez. I am rather worried about this one, but fortunately I have my kids to keep me right, so that if this does get very intense for me, I can just snuggle them and I won't be as scared. So this one is for McKay, and this one is about a woman who is forced to appear in a snuff film. And you guys probably know what a snuff film is. The main character's name is Lisa, so will Lisa be able to survive? I also have a friend at work who has read this, and he was like, you're reading that? So yeah, this is going to be interesting to say the least. So I have my bookmark in there now. So I want to go into the living room, see if the cats are still okay, and start on Survivor. Well, I got 50 pages in before these two little shits woke up. And oh no, oh bless you. So yeah, I am 50 pages in. I mean, it's good. I was not expecting it to start the way it did. First chapter, it kind of stands on its own because it's two characters who I don't think have anything to do with the main story. And something really gruesome happens at the end of it. 2 seconds. I'm gonna have to bloody sort this hair. So what was I saying? That's happened. The first kind of chapter before we meet the main character, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was just straight in. And then, yeah, we meet Lisa, who is the main character. She is on a little bit of a getaway with her husband. and she's about to tell him that she is pregnant. They've been trying for years, and then they get kind of tailgated, or whatever you call it, by somebody in a van. And this person in a van phones the police and says that Lisa's husband is driving recklessly, so Lisa's husband gets arrested, and then Lisa is by herself at the motel when the man who was kind of stalking them in the van gets Lisa. And this is kind of where I'm at now. This is how it started. I mean, it's pretty much gone straight into it. Come on. Getting up. It's pretty much how it started. And, oh, sugar. Yeah, the fact that I'm 50 pages in, she's already been kidnapped, and he's told her that she's going to be starring in a snuff film. Like, all of that's happened, and writing style is fine. Writing style is absolutely fine. And I'm dreading what's going to happen next. I also think this is going to take me a long time to read because of all the distractions. How am I supposed to read this, Ash? Huh? How am I supposed to read it? You know. Just gonna sit there, are you? You're just gonna sit there? You not like the book? Do you not like it? Okay, just lie on it. We all reading this story together. Hey? We're reading the story together, yeah? Okay. Mr. Smith mutilated... I'm joking. This isn't a good bedtime story. You're too young for it. This house is a goddamn tip. Currently watching Ali sprint on Twitch. I still have about 100 pages left of Survivor. I've just been at work for the past 3 days. I have been, well, I'm a new parent as well, and they're constantly play fighting. And when they're not play fighting, they line on me. They line on me so I can't read. Which is fine, really. Ash? Tobu? This is what I mean. This is what I mean. We is growling. Oh, Christ. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. Constant. Absolutely constant. Oh, God. Be careful on those stairs. Come on, let's go in the living room. Let's go in the living room. Yeah, come on, Ash. Oh, good boy. Oh, shit. Oh, bless you. I wish you saw that. He kind of tried to jump up, but he fell. 20 minutes left on the sprints. Let's see how much I get read. If I get to read at all. These two little shits have been conspiring against me, trying to make sure that I don't get to read. Well, joke's on you two, because I finished Survivor. I finished it. What have I told you about those fairy lights? No, stop. Stop. No. Why do you keep going after the fairy lights for? Why do you keep going after the fairy lights? I've told you to stop. I told you to stop a million times. So Survivor, yes. Jeff Gonzalez. So I read this one from McKay. This book is really extreme. Like, really, really extreme. And to tell you about how extreme it is, without spoilers, I guess, I'm going to just throw a couple of words. Bunny. Baby. If you've read this book, you'll know what I'm talking about. I did like this. I mean, not in the sense that I enjoyed it, but like I feel like it was very effective for it being such an extreme horror book. And I think it did it very well. It's very visceral. It made me feel quite nauseous at times. I was so frustrated a lot of the time. If you can hear things going on in the background, I apologise. Damn it, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, it made me feel nauseous. It felt very realistic. I mean, there were some parts where I thought, oh, really? And I don't know anything about, you know, snuff films or anything like that, but I feel like this made it feel like such a real thing. Like, this could actually happen. And it's terrifying. Like, that is terrifying. And story-wise, I had no idea where it was going to go. I thought it was going to go in a totally different kind of direction. I thought it was going to not go the way it did, and it surprised me. It did surprise me. I didn't think it was perfect by any means. I do think some of the writing was quite shocking, as in, like, not good. There were so many times where there was like a repetition. There was, I'm sure it was like 3 or 4, where 3 different characters is recounting the same event, and you hear it 3 or 4 different times. And at that point I was getting a bit sick. Sometimes the author would write the same, say use the letterbox. At least he's shitting in that, not on the rug again. There's moments when the author would use the same kind of line twice. It's sometimes in the same paragraph. I felt like this could have done with a bit more editing. This came out in 2004. I didn't realize it came out that long ago, so it's like nearly 20 years old. I'm like kind of glad that it wasn't as visual in some of it, because there is some fucked up things that happen, or like you are told happens. And honestly, I'm so glad that you don't really get to see some of that, because you can't unsee it. And even now, just like the pictures it puts in your mind of what happened, I cannot unsee it. So I haven't done co-pile yet, because when I read books like this, like I did with the Jack Ketchum books I've read, and you know what as well, I'm so glad I have my children now, Ash and Tobu, because reading this and having them two kind of near me was such a comfort. I don't think I could have coped as well if I didn't have them here to distract from how horrific this book is. So I have co-piled up. So yeah, this is a book that I don't typically read, and I think it would be unfair of me to rate it the same way as I rate other things, because this is a very different style of book. Character-wise, some characters made some really stupid decisions. They turn out to not be as likable. The main character, Lisa, does something so irredeemable. And yeah, but I think in terms of character, some of the villains are very fucked up, and you can get a sense of how that's quite real. So I mean, I'll give characters like a 7 or something. I didn't particularly really like anybody. And then atmosphere, I mean, it was very isolated. I'll give that an 8. Writing, I'm gonna give that a 6. I genuinely feel like this could have used some more editing. Plot, 7. Intrigue, I mean, I was very interested to see how things would play out and how people would get out of certain situations. So I would say 8 for an intrigue. Logic, some characters did make some stupid decisions. Some things I thought was a little unbelievable, but I think the author did a good job at making it seem like quite a believable thing. So I would give that an 8. Why not? Enjoyment, oh, this is the thing. Like, how do I rate it in terms of enjoyment? Because I didn't enjoy it in that sense, but I thought it was very good at what it did. I'll give that a 7. I think I'll give that a 7. Which gives it a 7.29. Which turns out to be 6th on the leaderboard. Again, another episode where everybody is safe. That's not good. I want to unsubscribe to someone. And this is not a book I would recommend to everyone. Honestly, you would have to have a really strong stomach and want to read an extreme horror book like that. I mean, it was good and I was very interested in it. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. So there we have it. There was another 4 books read for... Oh, babies, would you have to keep fighting? Do you have to keep fighting? Can I pick you up for the end? Can we say goodbye to the peoples? Ash says bye, by the way. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Okay. No, I told you about those fairy lights. Stop, Tobu. You're giving Ash ideas. I told you not to do that. Tobu, you go anywhere in your room. You go anywhere in your room, I swear. Stop. No, stop. So yeah, that was another 4 of my friends' favourite books read. Stop. What have I told you? Stop. Yeah, that was another 4 of my friends' favourite books read. Thank you so much for being incredible people, really. Mwah. Go and play with Ash. And don't touch the fairy lights. And like the first episode, I had so much fun reading everyone's favourite books. So I can't wait to do this again for episode 3, which will probably be in a couple more months' time. Can't wait to find out who I will be reading for that and what books I'll be reading for that. So don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave all your comments down below. Have you read any of these books? I'd love to know. And a huge thank you to all my patrons as well for being incredible people. And I will leave a link to my Patreon and all my social medias down in the description box if you want to check me out on any of those. What have I said about the fairy lights? And we will see you in the next video. Oh, look, I want to get you both in the bye. 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 I should go straight for the fairy lights. What have I said? What have I just said? No, oh my god, no.